A very good morning to all of you. Today I am going to teach you change the voice of some different types of sentences as in modal auxiliaries and imperative sentences. First of all, I will start with modals. Some modals are can, may, might, should, must, ought to. To change the sentences from active to passive, certain changes will be there. First of all, can becomes can be, may becomes may be, might becomes might be, must becomes must be, should becomes should be, and ought to becomes ought to be. Now let's check out the rules. In active sentence, first of all, subject will be there, then modal will be followed by first form of verb along with object. But in passive sentence, place of subject and object will be interchanged. This means object of active voice will become subject of passive voice. We will start with the object only, and first form of verb will become third form of verb, or we can say past participle. Now let's check out some examples. First example is she can play a violin. You can see in this sentence also, she is the subject, can is a modal, play is the action word, that means verbs, and a violin means object. So now to change it into passive, we will first of all place object, that means a violin. We will start the sentence of passive voice with a violin. So a violin along with modal we will use be. So can be, verbs first form will become verbs third form. So played by, and she will become her. So a violin can be played by her. Now let's check out some more examples. You must learn the speech. The speech must be learned by you. They ought to take the exam. The exam ought to be taken by them. Now how to change negatives? He need not write it. So object is it. We will start with it. It need not be, right will become written by, he will become him. So it need not be written by him. We will change the negatives with the same rule, in the same manner. Now let's check out some more auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. May have will become may have been, should have will become should have been, must have will become must have been, ought to have will become ought to have been, might not have will become might not have been, should not have will become should not have been. Now let's see the rules also. The rule for active sentence is subject plus modal plus have plus verbs third form past participle because of have only plus object. Now to change it into passive voice, we have to put object first, then modal, then have, been plus verb third form plus by, and then subject. Let's see some examples. First example is you may have availed the discount. So you is subject, may have auxiliary verb, availed verbs third form, and the discount is object. So passive voice, the discount may have been availed by you. He must have started the job. The job must have been started by him. Now see for negatives also. He might not have eaten lunch. Lunch might not have been eaten by him. The cricketers should not have broken the window. The window should not have been broken by the cricketers. Now that's all for modal auxiliaries. Now I will teach you how to change imperative sentences. For this, you all must be aware of imperative sentences. What does it mean? Imperative sentences give instructions as in a command, order, request, advice, etc. Basically, these types of sentences do not have subject. You can see for the rules also. We can change imperative sentences by following these rules. First rule is the word let is added before the sentence. Second rule, the auxiliary verb be is added after the object in a sentence. Last rule, main verb, that means the base form of imperative verb is changed to third form of verb, that means past participle in a passive voice. My first example is open the door. Now to make it into passive, we have to use let. You can see in this sentence also, subject is not available there. Open the door. Subject is hidden here. Open is the verb, action word, and the door is object. So we will start these kinds of imperative sentences with let. So let, then object, the door, then be, and opened. Verb's third form. Draw a picture. Let a picture be drawn. Clean the blackboard. Let the blackboard be cleaned. Give the order. Let the order be given. Complete the work on time. Let the work be completed on time. See, dear students, sometimes you people are confused which word is exactly the object. So when you are confused, you can ask yourself what. Now you can see in the last example, complete the work. Complete is here the action word. Complete what? That means the work. So here the work is object. If you are confused, you can ask yourself what means complete what. Fine. So in this way you can judge the correct object also.
3.
Along with these, we can also change these imperative sentences with another method. Two basic structures are there. First one is, which I have already told you, let, then object, then be, then verbs, third form. Second structure is, you can change these types of sentences along with you are. Requested, advised, ordered, suggested. Fine. With to, and then along with to, we will always use verbs first form. Let's see for some examples. First example is, please help me. So you can change it in by two ways. First one is using let. Let me be helped. Fine. Otherwise, second example is, you are requested to help me. Fine. Next example is, kill the snake. Let the snake be killed. First way, first structure. Second structure is, you are ordered to, because kill the snake, somebody is ordering. So you are ordered to kill the snake. Fine. So basically you can change these imperative sentences via these two ways, using let or using you are requested or ordered according to the sentence. Fine. So that's all for imperative sentences. Now I'm going to teach you how to change I will teach you the change of voice in case of two objects. If two objects are already given over there, then how to change those kinds of sentences. In case of two objects, either of the two can become the subject. For example, first example is, Rita gave me a book. So here two objects are there, direct and indirect. Fine. Me, gave me is a direct object, a book, indirect object. Fine. You can change these sentences into passive by using either of the two. By using me. So me will become I. Well, it becomes a subject now. It will become I. I was given a book by Rita. Fine. If you want to make this sentence by using a book, another object means indirect one. So you can make it like this. A book was given to me by Rita. So another example is, Mr. Malhotra teaches us science. So we can use us also. We can start the sentence with science also. So by using us, we will change the sentence like this. We are taught science by Mr. Malhotra. Or if we want to use science as a subject, then we can use science is taught to us by Mr. Malhotra. Fine. So I hope the change of voice in case of two objects is also clear to you. Fine. Imperative sentences and modal auxiliaries are also clear to you. Thank you very much.